What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes, the wholesale coach here, back for another video, guys. And in this video I'm gonna be talking about 5 signs that you're probably a newbie wholesaler, and buyers can tell when you're a newbie wholesaler. So I want you all to take these strategies or take these signs and make sure that you are not the ones exhibiting these types of signs to your buyers, okay? You don't want to be shooting people off or making people uncomfortable or thinking that you can't make it to the closing table. So I hope that this one provides some value for you. I hope that you pump for this content. If you are, go ahead, hit that subscribe button now, hit that like button, become a part of this team. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get into this content.
I want it all, expensive trip, exotic calls when I took that loss.
All right, so here we go, guys. So excuse me, I got a little bit of a little something that's going on right now, guys. I've been feeling a little bit sick, so forgive me if you hear me kind of, trying to clear my throat and whatnot, but I'm gonna be all right. So let's just go ahead and get into the meat of this content. All right, so 5 signs that you're probably a newbie, okay? So first off, pretending you're a buyer, okay? People do this all the time when they're just starting off, and that's a slippery slope. First, you don't want to be lying to people. Second, real buyers know, like, real recognize real, in other words. So you can't be out here trying to front your game. Buyers are gonna understand, they're gonna know the game. If you're putting out like ghost ads, on Craigslist, trying to act like you're a buyer, things like that, or even talking to the sellers, they'll be able to expose you. Just go out telling the truth, guys, okay? So that's a big one right there. People pretending to be a buyer. I'm gonna keep this nice and short for you. I wanna make more nice, concise, straight to the point videos, so let's just keep it going, guys, okay? Next is gonna be overanalyzing every deal. I see so many newbie wholesalers out there taking so many days to analyze the property that you're never actually getting started and making it happen, okay? So what I usually recommend is, like, don't overanalyze any deal. That's the buyer's job, to like really analyze how much this property is gonna net them, what the repairs are, things of that nature. You can spend a lot of time doing all of this analysis, trying to figure out rehab estimates and all of this stuff. And then the buyer comes in with his contractor, like Jesus or something, and he's giving them like this ultra cheap price or a price that's way more expensive than what you thought. What I recommend is using a easy replicatable strategy. I'm trying to see if I could put a video up above this video that you're watching, and or in the links in the description. A video that I made where you can kind of check out how I like to go in and kind of find out what a property is, like what the repairs are, in a quick replicatable manner that typically gives you a pretty good estimate of what it really is going to cost to fix up the place, okay? After that, like, people do a lot of overanalyzing, so just don't overanalyze the deal. Make sure that the buyer is doing their own role. Make sure that the seller is playing their role, and everybody's doing what it takes to actually get to the table. You don't want to be the only one putting in work, okay? So next is going to be not putting in work consistently enough. I see a lot of people out here, they'll make like 20 phone calls and start getting discouraged because it didn't go very well, or they haven't talked to a bunch of people, or whatever it may be. Like, they've made like 5 phone calls and they're giving up already. So not to mention, like, not actually doing it every day, like trying to do this very part-time, or while they're working like a 12 to 8 shift or a 9 to 9 work shift, and you're still trying to wholesale. Like, you got to put in that work consistently. You got to put in the time, put in the effort to actually make it happen. These deals not gonna come by themselves. Like, people not just gonna come to you with their properties if you're not putting yourself out here trying to actually get these deals, okay? So next sign that you're probably a newbie wholesaler. People can tell when you're a newbie, so I hope that you all are really kind of taking in this, okay? Next is going to be not marketing the property well enough. I see so many people that kind of start off, like, they'll start off marketing the property, they'll start shooting it out to some buyers, but they stop. Like, they send it out to like the 3 buyers that they actually know, and now all of a sudden they're not putting in no action trying to get their property sold no more. You got to keep going. You got to actually market that property all the way into the closing table, all the way until you know that you've got somebody who's gonna pay for this property. Get your earnest money deposit from your buyers, but like, you gotta get to that point to where you've gotten your earnest money. Somebody's locked this property up. Keep marketing it until then. It's not over just because you got the first contract signed. A lot of people start feeling so excited, like they already got the deal just because they got the seller to say yes. Trust me, it's a lot of people out here that want to sell their crappy property, so everything is not going to be a win. So you got to keep that in mind, okay? You got to market your property all the way until it gets sold. If the first few people aren't interested in it, keep shooting it to more people. Use the strategies that you see on my channel, like my Craigslist domination strategy, like my Facebook ad strategy. Just put yourself out there so you can actually be seen. The property needs to get views. Just like YouTube probably tried to shoot you this video like 3 times before you actually clicked on it. So it's just like that. Like, you gotta get impressions, you gotta get views. People need to see this property, otherwise you're not doing your job. Make sure that you market that property all the way until you get your earnest money deposit from your buyers, okay? And then next and lastly, guys, is not following up with leads. I see this happen all the time with some people that's typically making the phone calls, you're getting the traction, you're trying to make it happen, but you aren't following up with your leads. So like, if you've got a decent amount of leads, make sure that you try to get yourself like a CRM system, or be taking really good track and care of your leads inside of Google Drive or another CRM, like a free CRM system like that. Make sure that you're, excuse me, I'm sorry. But make sure that you're actually calling these people back. Put them on a follow-up list. If they aren't interested today, call them like 30 days later, 60 days later. Make sure that you're actually doing everything to follow up. As everybody knows, all the money is in the follow-up. It's very rare that you're gonna get the first call, home run, knock it out the park, and they're signing that contract on the first call. You gotta keep following up with these people. Make sure that you're in their awareness. Make sure that they remember who you are. So when they are ready to sell or buy, they'll be reaching out to you. You'll be the obvious choice, okay? So guys, newbies, veterans, I hope that this video helps, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna keep it nice and short. I hope that this video provided some value for you. Look, if it did, do me a favor and just hit that like button one time. You know, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're brand new, go ahead, take this journey with me, guys. I'm looking forward to top 3,000 subscribers. That's the goal. We're trying to top 3K before the end of this year, so it's coming real soon, guys. Join me on this journey. Let's get this money out here, guys. Y'all know how it go down, all right? Anyway though, guys, I hope that y'all have a blessed rest of your day, and until next time, guys, I am out.